You know what the biggest scam in the world is? The biggest scam in the world is when you open your eyes in the morning, in bed, and your mind tells you, yeah, man, let's sleep a little bit more. You're tired, you need some rest. The biggest scam in the world is when you say you want to go to the gym, and then you're like, oh, I'm tired, we've been working hard at work, so let's skip gym today. It's okay. I've been working hard at work, right? This is the biggest scam in the world. The biggest scam in the world is when you've been waiting for 8 months, 10 months, 12 months now, 1 year, 2 years, hating your situation, always saying that, yeah, I need to do something else aside from my job. My job is not comfortable. My job is not paying me enough. I'm not being paid enough for what I'm worth. I'm putting a lot more work and not getting paid enough for it. Or you're making enough money, but at the same time, you don't have time to spend with your family. You're hurting your body. You're doing a lot of physical work, physical labor, whatever that is. You don't have the freedom. You know that you could be working smarter. You know that you could be making at least the same amount of money or even more by doing less, by putting less effort, less time, by not making your boss rich, by putting the work in your own thing. You know that you could do that. But the biggest scam is when your mind keeps telling you, yeah, man, it's okay. I'm thinking about it. Let's keep thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still looking at different business models. And you've been saying that for 8 months, 10 months, 12 months now, 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is, and you're not taking action. This is the biggest scam in the world. Your mind is gonna bullshit you all the time. Your mind is gonna tell you you're not ready. Your mind is to tell you, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, whatever. And it's always coming from deep down, you settling for where you're at. You settling and accepting the situation that you're in. Because if you hate the situation that you're in enough and it's painful enough for you, you wouldn't be waiting, right? The only reason that you're waiting is because you like it. You accept it. And that's fine. If you like it, just be honest with yourself, okay? Don't lie to yourself. Don't scam yourself every single day. Don't go out there and call people scammers on the internet if you are scamming yourself every single day, okay? So if you are comfortable where you're at right now and you've been waiting and not taking action and not changing anything, admit it, okay? If you've been looking around for different opportunities and looking into this opportunity but not taking it and making the excuses, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't know if it's gonna work, I'll keep looking, I'll keep waiting, procrastinating on things, admit it to yourself. Admit to yourself that you're too comfortable where you're at and you just don't want to change. You just like it. Because if you have enough pain and if you want to change enough, you would find a way to make it happen. You wouldn't be waiting. Okay? So think about it. If you really want to change and your mind is scamming you, just start learning how to detect the bullshit when your mind tells you the bullshit. Whenever my mind tells me, we're gonna sleep a little bit more today. Whenever my mind tells me in the gym, man, we've done enough, let's skip the shoulders today. Let's skip one set. It's okay, we've done enough. You're tired, right? On purpose, I fucking do it. And sometimes I do more as well. Sometimes my mind tells me, you have one more set, let's skip it. I do 2 more sets. When my mind tells me, it's okay, you did 90 push-ups, that's fine, it's okay today. I do 110, 120, right? So you gotta challenge yourself this way if you really want to change, right? You gotta train yourself that we don't listen to the scam in our mind. We don't listen to the bullshit in our mind. Whatever the mind says, it always tries to bullshit you. And then it starts coming in more emotional, more deceptive ways where you don't notice it, right? When you're really emotional and scared to make a decision, right? So, for example, the easiest example that you can think about is like when you're about to jump in a cold shower, where every cell in your body is telling you, don't do it, man, it's hard, you know how nice it is to have a warm shower right now, and you don't notice it. And for example, even more like when you're about to invest in yourself, and this happens to me as well, like when I was about to drop $8,000 in a mindset mentor, I didn't want to do it. I was so afraid. I was like, yeah, man, like I could use this 8,000 for a lot more things, blah, blah, blah. But if I didn't make that investment, I wouldn't have been here today, right? So you need to learn how to detect the bullshit in your brain, in your mind, if you want to succeed in life. Your mind is always going to try to scam you. Your mind is always going to try to, convince you that you're fine where you're at, that we don't need to go the extra mile, that we don't need to do more, that we can stay comfortable. We don't need to face our fears. It's okay where we're at. It's always gonna convince you like that. So it's your responsibility to avoid the scam.